Earlier, we brought a report about the Independent National Electoral Commission's continuous voter registration exercise and its emphasis on electronic technology, actually, as the way to go. I have with me in the studio to further discuss this matter the National Commissioner and Chairman, Information Voter Education Commission, Festus Okoye. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 7.
Thank you so much.
All right. Well, the continuous voter registration began about 6 weeks ago. What is the progress? How many new voters have we been able to register?
Well, it's been a huge success. In terms of the online registration, as of today, we have registered over a million. In fact, as of today, it's 1,609,981 new registrants who have used the online portal for purposes of registration. And out of this particular number, 1,289,050 are young men and women between the ages of 18 and 34. Now, in terms of those who have completed their physical registration, we have a total of 195,591. And out of this number, those who are between the ages of 18 and 34 stood at 139,002. So you can see that more people are using the online portal for purposes of doing their pre-registration. And the implication is that when you use the online for pre-registration, you only go to our state and local government offices to go and capture your biometrics. And this takes less than 5 minutes. So the online portal has been a huge success, and we are happy with the successes we've recorded using the online portal. And
that's technology to the rescue.
Definitely, yes.
Well, let's talk about electronic voting. We know the electoral umpire, introduced the INEC voter enrollment device. And but then, considering the back and forth at the National Assembly among stakeholders about electronic voting in Nigeria, when do you think Nigeria will get to that point when we can vote electronically, transmit results electronically, and have all of those sorted?
Well, I really believe that it is just a matter of time. This is because the pandemic has taught the world a lesson that the old ways of doing things must give way to new ways of doing things. Technology has also come to stay. Technology guarantees more efficiency, allows you to also limit pernicious human interference in the electoral process and guarantee better electoral outcomes. So this particular commission has been piloting different electronic solutions in terms of the electoral process. And we are hopeful that sooner than later, the issue of the introduction of electronic voting machines in the electoral process will be a reality. What we intend to do is to introduce electronic voting machines first, see how it works out, and then do online transmission of results before we start talking about people voting from the comfort of their homes. So we are hopeful that Nigerians have embraced technology, and the technology is the way to go. And we believe that in no time, we will get there.
So do you perceive that these first steps you outlined just now are feasible for the 2023 general elections?
Well, there are certain things that we have introduced that are already ongoing. One, all the political parties in Nigeria, the 18 political parties, file the list and personal particulars of their nominated candidates electronically. So there's no human interface between us and the political parties. Secondly, domestic election observers and the media apply for accreditation electronically, and the commission accredits them electronically. Not only that, in terms of uploading polling unit results from the polling unit to a central portal, we introduced the INEC Result Viewing portal, and Nigerians can now sit in the comfort of their homes, see the results that are coming out from the various polling units, and also follow everything that is going on. So it has added some level of credibility and transparency to the electoral process. So gradually, we will definitely get there. But some of these reforms we have introduced in terms of the use of technology and in terms of deepening the use of technology, we don't need any further amendment to the electoral legal framework to bring them into force. So these ones will come into force and will be in force during the Anambra election, during the Osun and Ekiti governorship elections, and the other off-season elections. But if the electoral legal framework is amended, enabling us to deepen much more forcefully the use of technology, then we will introduce more innovations, more creative approaches to the conduct of elections.
All right. The electoral reviews done by the National Assembly saw people talking, especially with regards to that clause that talked about INEC may transmit results electronically, depending on like the advice coming from the National Communications Commission, NCC. So what is the relationship, what is the synergy between INEC and the NCC to achieve this broader picture that Nigeria is looking at, which is electronic voting?
Well, the Commission has been very, very consultative in terms of its approach to the conduct of election and also in terms of its approach to the issue of electoral continuity. So anytime we are in the process of introducing a new innovation, we do consult. But in the main and fundamentally, the business of organizing elections, undertaking elections, and supervising elections is domiciled exclusively within the domain of the Commission. But in carrying out our duties, we can consult any stakeholder, any agency, any commission we believe has the expertise to assist the Commission do its work properly. So we've been consulting, and we consult service providers, we consult NCC, we consult political parties, civil society groups and organizations, and all the critical stakeholders in terms of the way we do our work. But in terms of taking the decision, we are completely independent, but we can consult all those who we believe have expertise in the area of our work.
All right, as we count down to the 2023 general elections, we wish the electoral umpire the very best.
Thank you so much.
A National Commissioner and Chairman, Information Voter Education Commission of INEC, Festus Okoye. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 7.
I appreciate it.